Hello there, you're watching Lockpicking Legend and we've got another one of these. We've got another one of these huge YouTube channels. This geezer's got about 3 million subscribers and he does a series called Learn Quick, where he learns something quick. And in this video, he reckons he learnt to pick a lock. Well, he reckons he learnt to pick locks, as you'll see, in 47 minutes. Now, I've watched this video, so again, if you think I'm being a bit hard on him, let's wait till you've seen it through. Because I've had enough of this. I've had enough of these people who are lying. I mean, I like YouTube. I'm a YouTuber. But when people are giving out false information, when people are blagging it for clicks, that's no good. And I love lockpicking and I want people to learn lockpicking. I don't want people to sit through 6 minutes of video and come out of it thinking, well, coming out of it knowing less about lockpicking than they went into it with. So with no more ado, let's get into the bullshit. Here we go.
If you're familiar with this channel.
No, I'm not, thankfully, but I'm about to impose you upon my viewers, so sorry people.
You'll know that in every episode of Learn Quick, I try to learn a new skill as fast as possible.
Well, as far as I can tell, you try and you try and make it look like you've learnt a new skill as fast as possible for the clicks and the ad revenue.
This time, I thought I'd try my hand at picking a lock. So I'm going to use this transparent padlock.
The easiest padlock in the world to pick. Breathe at it and it will open. Now, that's not to say it ain't a bad padlock. It's quite an handy thing if you're a beginner, because you get to see the pins, the springs, you get to see how they respond to the key and the picks. It's not a bad padlock to learn with, but to pick, not so much. Let's see how he gets on.
To learn how to pick locks properly. To open the lock, you need to align each of the gaps between these split pins with the gap between the plug and the housing.
Absolutely no mention of the fundamental principle of lockpicking, the binding pin. No. Just line up the gaps between the pins. Okay, that's easy when you can see it.
You need to move the pins up and down so that the gap is aligned with the split, and then rotate the barrel.
I mean, he hasn't even bothered with Lock Wiki and got his shear line and things on the firm. Just barrel, plug, core. Let's go.
So here we go. This is day 1, hour 0. Let's see if we can pick the transparent lock.
Props to the retro Starsky and Hutch type music. I mean, the worst lockpicks ever made. We've all seen that set. We all regretted buying them off of Amazon for a tenner. Hang on, is he actually applying tension with the same hand he's picking? I mean, amazingly, you can get away with that with this lock, but there's no learning there. Again, you're coming out of this knowing less about lockpicking than when you went in. Oh my god, the smuggest laugh you ever heard. That's shocking. Actually thinks he's achieved something. He made a proper pig's ear of it as well. That should cut. He could have turned that pick upside down, just pushed those pins up and turned that open, but never mind.
It's pretty easy to do when it's see-through. So how I did that was I used this right angle tool to sort of apply a torque to the barrel, and then I just went one by one.
Yeah, but you didn't go one by one. Let's have another look at what you actually did. Right, so essentially you raked it. You bitch picked it. It's called bitch picking, as named by Bosnian Bill. Much missed YouTube lockpicking. Well, I nearly said legend then, but that would have been complication.
Shuffled the pins up and down until they're
Oh, so you approached them one by one, but also shuffled them up and down. Yeah, you haven't got a Danny LaRue what you're talking about. This is embarrassing.
Gap was aligned and then it popped open.
Gap was aligned.
Easy as pie. Alright, let's try this for real. So I find one of the best ways to learn something really quickly is to create for yourself an incentive to learn. Now I've just locked myself in the garage.
So boring. How do these people get so many followers? Maybe it's a boring world full of boring people.
I still have the key, so... That was a lot easier than I thought it would be.
You can snap a key in your fingers.
Right, let's give this a go.
So going from that clear lock, he's literally now going to pick what looks like a Euro cylinder. It's going to be at least 5 pins, probably 6. Yeah, not a chance. He's got no understanding of binding pins. He doesn't know how to pick locks. Let's see how he gets on. Just nothing. Just moving a pick up and down in the lock. Yeah, you learnt nothing.
Wait a second, I'm turning it the wrong way.
You can pick a lock. Actually, you're not. I mean, that lock is set with the pins below the keyway, so you can get away with doing it like that. You can pick a lock clockwise or anti-clockwise. Not all of them, but most of the time. Just more nonsense.
Yeah, Jason Bourne does this in 10 seconds. Yeah, right. Tell you what, if I was locked at my house, you'd be faster calling the locksmith and filling out all the paperwork.
All the paperwork. What? One signature and the money.
So I'm trying to feel my way along the lock, push each pin up and down whilst applying tension, and hopefully those gaps align and it just stays in place while I can...
Again, no mention of the shear line, no mention that applying tension creates a little ledge in the lock, which then when you press the pins, if you do it in the right order, according to the binding pin principle, they will sit on that ledge until they're all on it, and then the plug will turn and the lock's open. No mention of that. This is complete theatre. This is an absolute blag. Oh, I wonder if they'll get it open though.
And align the other ones.
That's right. Move the old tension tool left and right while you're just poking around in there. I despise these YouTubers playing for laughs with their soy faces. It's just disgusting.
Oh god.
Well, maybe if you'd learn how to do it, you wouldn't be getting so frustrated because you'd actually have a plan. You'd actually know what to do. But, you know, this is like trying to learn to ride a bike with one wheel. It ain't going to happen, mate, because you don't know what you're doing.
Yep, I'm gonna die here. I've locked myself in the garage and now I'm gonna die in here. All I have for sustenance now is, may I
Wake me up when this bit's over.
say, an incredible selection of single malt Scotch whiskies
Paid for by YouTube ad revenue with his blag video.
and raw sweet potatoes.
Empty bottle. Symbolic of the entire video, actually. Pretend to drink whiskey, pretend to pick locks.
Yes!
Absolute bullshit. I mean, admittedly, you could probably fiddle around in a very low tolerance lock, and after about nearly an hour it might turn, but that tension tool seemed to slip round very, very easily, almost as if there was no pins in that lock at that point.
Right, is it open? Yes! Yes!
Totally unconvincing response to a man who knows he's blagging. Yeah, humans are very good at picking up deception, and no one's convinced.
Yes, I picked the lock!
No, you didn't.
Lock you in?
Yeah, lock me in.
Why?
Just lock me in.
Oh, I mean, now he can just do it. That's it. Job's a good un. Now lock him in his conservatory. Another Euro lock. Let's see how he gets on with this.
It's just me and the lock.
And no understanding of the basic principles of lockpicking.
For God's sake. You don't seem too fussed.
I mean, are you taking the piss or are you giving it away? This is ridiculous. That's it. He knows now. He just puts the wrench in, puts the pick in, and the lock's open. He's got the Midas touch with lockpicking.
Yes!
I mean, realistically, this is about 3 weeks into the process, if you know what you're doing. You know, this is so unfortunate and unpleasant too. It's unpleasant to see him lying, because what this will do is frustrate newcomers. It will make people who are starting lockpicking get very bad for morale, because they'll think, well, hang on a minute. He opened that plastic one, then he's opened that one, now he's opened... these are actual Euro cylinders, and how comes I can't do that? How comes I've been fiddling around with this lock for 3 days and I can't get it open? And they'll just throw their beginner's kit aside and lose out on the incredible art of lockpicking, because this bloke's happy to deceive. Oh, now it's Houdini. Absolutely the same technique, tension wrench in, just move the worst lockpick in the world around in the lock. Oh, the fake anxiety, faux-iety I like to call it, totally unconvincing. Oh, please, I hope you escape, Mike Boyd. What are you going to do if you don't? Absolutely no technique, nothing. Oh, and what a surprise, almost as if it was already open.
Yes! Yeah! Oh, I'm so glad you freed that chair.
Yeah, it looks really convincing.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
God, disgusting people.
I bought this lockpicking kit off Amazon for like...
Yeah, and so could you, but don't bother. There's the best set in the world, linked in the description, whether you're in the USA or the UK or wherever you are nearest to each of those. What a liar. Listen, people, I'll leave a link to a blog called, put simply, The Binding Pin Principle. Read that and you'll understand what this deceptive little git didn't understand. Ta-ta!